everyone, it's Emily Calandrelli here, and I am so excited to share with you one of my favorite experiments from my new book, Stay Curious and Keep Exploring Next Level. This one is from my brand new chapter, Head, Shoulders, Hands, and Toes. I'm going to show you how to make hot hand slime. I have many color-changing science experiments in this book, but this one is one of my favorites. Look how cool that is. But wait, if you take an ice cube, boop, boop, boop. Let's go ahead and make hot hand slime. For this one, you're going to need 5 ounces of glue. If you don't have a measuring cup that measures in ounces, that's about 2/3 cup. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that into our bowl. Keep the spoon, set this aside. Now we need 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Mix it in. Continue mixing until you see no more clumps. Now we're going to add our thermochromic pigment. This one I got on Amazon, and it's the one that changes at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And so when you touch it with hot hands, it'll change colors. This one changes from blue to violet. Thermochromic pigment is really interesting. You'll find this stuff in mood rings or in hot mugs that change colors when they're filled up with hot liquids. You can also find it in t-shirts or in stickers or even in nail polish. It has a different chemical structure above and below a certain temperature. There are different types of thermochromic pigment, but the one you need for this experiment changes at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You need 2 teaspoons of this. 1, 2. Now mix that in. As you can see, this glue is still really runny and flowy. That's because glue is a polymer, meaning it's made up of long repeating chains of molecules. But as soon as we add our activator, those polymers are going to be cross-linked, meaning it's going to make it more sticky, less runny, and more slimy. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of contact solution. Make sure you have the kind that has boric acid. 1, 2. Now go ahead and start mixing that in. You'll notice immediately the activator making this more slimy. Mix it just as good as you can with the spoon. You'll notice that it's not the easiest thing to do, but let's do it with our spoon first and then we'll do it with our hands. Ooh. And once you've mixed it about as good as you can with the spoon, it is time to just get your hands in there. And you're gonna feel like it's really sticky at first. Don't freak out because that stickiness, after you mix it enough, will go away. So you'll notice it feels like it's gonna stick to your hands. Just keep mixing. Just trust the process. Trust the process. And then you can get it back in the bowl to get all the leftover pieces. We don't want any of this to go to waste. Ooh, I can already see it changing colors. So for this one, it works especially well if you're the type of person who runs hot, who has warm hands. But if you're like me and your hands get pretty cold, here's a trick. Just get a mug of warm water and put your hands around it at first, just to warm up those fingers a little bit. Give it a handprint.
3, 2, 1!
How cool is that? That's so cool. And then as it cools down, it's gonna go right back to that bluish color. We are watching a heat-activated chemical reaction with our hot hand slime. Another fun thing you can do once you've warmed up your slime and you notice that it's really mostly purple, get a piece of ice and then you can draw on it. How cool! And you can basically just like erase the color using your ice. Whoa! What? Look at that! How neat is that? And then you can draw right back on top of it. Another fun thing you can do with thermochromic pigment is create color-changing nail polish. At home, you just get clear nail polish, mix this in with clear nail polish, and then paint your nails normally. And then you go outside into the sunlight on a hot day, and your nails will change colors. It's such a fun one to do once it starts getting warmer and sunnier outside again. This is pretty cool stuff. If you don't want your slime to get wet, you can just get a cup of ice and put it on top of the slime, just like that. And similarly, you can use your hot mug to make it change colors too. There are so many fun ways to play with this, so you'll have to let me know if you find a creative way to play with it too. Just like regular slime, if you want to keep this for later, store it in a sealable bag or a plastic container. And that is how you make hot hand slime. Find 50 other science experiments just like this one in my new book, Stay Curious and Keep Exploring, Next Level. I'm Emily Calandrelli, and as always, stay curious and keep exploring. Bye. And that is how you make hot ham. Hot ham. That is how you make hot ham.